All right, for more reaction to these Labor Day games, here's Milt Stegall, the Canadian Football Hall of Famer, the CFL on TSN analyst. Milt, great to see you. We're going to start with that win by the Tabbies over the Argos, and Bo Levi Mitchell. Sweet redemption for this guy, Milt. What did you see from his game? He looked fantastic on Monday.
Yeah, we call him Mr. Labor Day. He's 7-0 now on Labor Day. Of course, this was his first opportunity to be the starting quarterback on Labor Day for the Hamilton Tiger Cats, and he played well. You know, he got his team out to a great start. They're up 21-3 after the first quarter. They allowed Toronto to come back, but Bo and this team sealed the deal at the end, and they needed this. This was big for them. They couldn't allow themselves to dig even deeper into the hole they were in. So this is how you catapult yourself sometimes into the playoff run, and that's exactly what they did. So great job at Bo Levi Mitchell and these Hamilton Tiger Cats because this was a must-win for their team.
And then let's talk about Chad Kelly. Led that second-half comeback, as you alluded to, Milt. His first loss in just his second game back from that long suspension to start the season. Overall, just watching his game, it's a couple of games in. How would you assess it right now, Milt?
You can see him getting more comfortable each and every game. Of course, I'm sure he would have liked to have the win today more so than anything. But the way he's looking in the pocket now, you can see the old Chad Kelly coming back. It's going to take a few more games, I think, to truly get the guy back we saw last week. But each and every time he steps on the field, you can see him comfortable, getting more comfortable, and you can see the team getting more confidence. No disrespect to the other guys they played before Chad Kelly, but Chad Kelly gives his team each and every time an opportunity they step on the field, a chance to win. So it's good for him, it's good for the Toronto Argonauts, and it's good for the CFL when he's playing better each and every game.
And then heading to the Battle of Alberta, Elks with a massive victory on the road. And a lot of questions about the Elks quarterbacking situation going into this one. Trey missed last week due to injury. Suits up. It's McLeod Bethel-Thompson who got the start, a career-high 486 yards. How impressive was this performance from MBT? And does he get the start, Milt, next week in the rematch?
Oh, it was very impressive. When you throw for almost 500 yards, you have to be the starter in the next game. And as I said earlier, I think Trey is their future. But right now, you got to go with McLeod Bethel-Thompson. It's a short week. He's hot. Those receivers were on point with him. Everything was clicking. You can't throw your team off by putting Trey in there. And I think, in my opinion, that would throw him off. Yes, Trey is a once-in-a-lifetime talent. He is their future. But right now, in my opinion, you go with the guy who's hot. And McLeod Bethel-Thompson is hot. You throw for almost 500 yards, you're hot. You want to keep that fire burning. So, in my opinion, stick with McLeod Bethel-Thompson.
Tough loss for the Stamps. Their head coach, Dave Dickinson, Milt, he said going into Monday's game, he was anxious. That long 2-week layoff. You've played 2-week layoffs. That's tough on players. That's tough on coaches. Do you think it was rust for the Stampeders, Milt, on Monday, or do you think it was something else?
Jake Mayer's just not playing well. 2 weeks off, 2 days off, 2 seconds off. It doesn't matter. He just has not been playing well, and they can't use that as an excuse. And I don't think Coach Dickinson would use that as an excuse, having all that time off, because a lot of times when you have time off, you have more time to prepare. And Jake Mayer is just not looking like the guy they thought that they paid a decent amount of money to, who they labeled the franchise quarterback. But right now, they have no one else to go to. They have to stick with Jake Mayer. They have to find ways to get better as a team and rally behind this guy, because we've seen some greatness out of him, but he's just not consistent. And when he's bad, he's really bad, like he was tonight. You throw for 4 interceptions, you're just not putting your team in a position to win. So they have to stick with him because, as I just alluded to, they really don't have anyone behind him who can step in and make it happen.
So he's going to have to step up next week. It'll be the rematch, Stamps and Elks, Saturday at Commonwealth Stadium. Milt Stegall, you're terrific and you're dressed very nicely. Thanks for this, my friend.
All right, thanks for having me. Happy Labor Day.
Woo!